Okay, football lovers, welcome back to Football Intel. It was a very disappointing result at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea lost 1-0 at Stamford Bridge. It's a very disappointing result for the team. It's a very disappointing result. And I think there's a lot that needs to be addressed in the team. And for what I'm seeing in a club like Chelsea, I feel the players don't even have confidence in themselves. I feel the players don't have confidence in themselves because when you look at some of the chances that were wasted, most especially chances that, what do they call him, Sterling would have converted, and some passes he would have given. It was not given. As a result of that, lots of chances were wasted and we were made to pay for them. I think things like this need to be corrected. These boys have to, be playing with passion, more passion and zeal. I mean, this season is a very competitive season. I mean, if you take a look at the other clubs, the likes of the Arsenal, the likes of even Manchester United, yesterday their game, despite the struggle, they still somehow they came out victorious. What mattered is the 3 points. And you see a club like Chelsea, in Stamford Bridge, where they ought to dominate Aston Villa, the reverse was the case. We were dominated, and of course, look at the unnecessary red card that Malo Gusto got. It was an unnecessary red card. It was an unnecessary red card. These are things that ought to be corrected in a team like this. The players need to play with passion, and they need to play for the badge. Chelsea FC is just more than a club. It's like a family. So players who are playing supposed to play with passion. And I really feel, what's his name? Mudryk shouldn't have started today's game. I believe Cole Palmer would have been a better starter. Pochettino is supposed to be starting players like Cole Palmer. You bring in Mudryk and he's not able to make some necessary, impact. You drop him to the bench. Bring players who can come up and then try to deliver. Someone like Cole Palmer shouldn't have started from the bench. He should have been in the starting lineup. I mean, if things continue this way, I'm afraid Chelsea, it will still be the same old story. Despite the whole billions, almost over £1 billion we have spent, and yet it's not showing. I think a lot of things need to be corrected in the team. A lot of things need to be corrected. And some of our players who have been on injury is also a factor. Even if it may not necessarily be the main factor, but I think it's a factor. So these are things that need to be looked onto and looked into, and the correct changes need to be made. The earlier, the better. I mean, look, it's a very poor result for us. And if you check our position on the table, it's nothing to write home about. And everybody's upping their game. Look at all the whole Premier League teams around. They're all upping their games. And we are still with the way we are. I think the club needs to find a solution to this as soon as possible. It's a very disappointing result for me, beating at Stamford Bridge. It was so painful. We tried as much as possible. We could not even make a needed impact. We didn't even threaten Aston Villa in any way. It's a very poor result. It's a very poor result. And I just hope things get better. If not, I'm afraid for Chelsea this season. I'm afraid for Chelsea this season. Seriously. Okay, football lovers, we're going to be drawing the curtain at this point of the day. We here at Football Intel always promise to keep giving you guys the best of content. And don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share our videos, and of course to comment. Till we come your way again next time, I remain your host, Dominion Chuk, saying bye for now.